Hello, Internetians! Welcome to Major League Pokemon Season number 5, Week number 1. I am Coach Josh, aka Ultra Player, coach of the New York Metagross. Here starts Season 5. To those who were around for Season 4, you might already know why that league, or those videos stopped. I did mention it in previous videos. Season 4 is almost over. Finals are happening soon. It's Jake and Shay. Who would have guessed? But that's in the past. Right now is the present. And in the present, we fight Skylar, coach of the Midwest Masquerains. We've had him on the channel before. We've faced him before. Very good battler. Very solid battler. Go into the description. There's a link to his channel. Subscribe to him. He's an awesome dude. His team. Very threatening. I did say in the draft recap that all these videos will happen at once. I'm going to do the team builder and the battle in the same video. No music, no nothing. So I'm going to try and keep talking so there isn't a lot of quietness. But his team is below. Well, there goes the being professional. Forgot to. There you go. Live editing. He has a Keldeo, water fighting type, very good against my Mega Scizor. If you don't know what we have, actually, we have the Masquerains. We have the Turn Black Azumarill, Mega Scizor, Porygon 2, Regirock, Dugtrio, Rabombe, Spiritomb, Roselia, Alakazam, Mantine. So, takes on my Scizor really well, takes on a lot of my threats very well, depending on what he decides to bring, but a lot of my threats can attack it back, or take it on pretty well. Fully expect it to come, fully expect an offensive threat set with HP Electric and probably Icy Wind, because that'll hit my whole team. I do have an Azumarill, I do have a Mantine, and I do have a Roselia, all which can kind of take it on very well. So, but I still expect it to come, just because HP Electric is so good against my team. He has a Togekiss, fairly slow, very bulky. Don't know if it's going to come just because I do have that Scizor. But, I mean, it does have access to Fire Blast. Can be Nasty Plot setup, can be defensive, can be Choice Scarf, can be a lot of things. One of his very few hazard removals as well. Zoroark, Dark type, he's used it before. I expected to last time I faced him in a Zoroark, it was PML Season 2. I knew he'd bring it, I knew he'd lead it. And almost took it out in one turn. Disguised itself as a Pokemon, so I had to be careful of that. It does very good work to my team, so I'm going to have to be very mindful of what HP it's at and who it's disguised as. He has Thugs, the greatest Pokemon in the world. It's a Zmon. It's going to die, though. He has Electivire. Very good Mon. Lots of good coverage options. There's that glare again. Lots of good coverage options, but that speed is not very good against my team, and it gets tracked by Dugtrio, which is nice. Shedinja, do not expect it to come. Wonder Guard does make it so that it can't be hit except by super effective moves, but I do not expect it to come. I have a Trace Porygon 2. Current Black gets Terravolt. Azumarill gets Knockoff. Mega Scizor gets Aerial Ace, which is a big thing for me to bring because he has the Keldeo. Like, everything on my team can very well handle it, and I have Rock, and I can easily get up Rocks against his team. And the only way he has to reliably get rid of him is Togekiss, because I do have the spin blocker for Fortress. Mega Alakazam, super fast, super strong, super scary. Wanted to draft it, didn't. I have regular Alakazam. What are you going to do? Blaziken, huge threat to my team. I do have Azumarill, I do have Mantine, but again, it has Thunder Punch, and it is his second Zmon, which means he can just bot me with a Gigavolt Havoc Thunder Punch. Pretty scary. Trapped by Dugtrio. Nihil I go. Walls Rabombe, Walls Porygon 2, can get up Rocks, can get up T-Spikes, can run Choice Scarf, Choice Specs. I believe it was, I don't think it was MVP of MLP Season 4, but it was close. It was definitely top 3 with Shay. 103 base speed, very good, very threatening, trapped by Dugtrio. Rhyperior, one of his other rock setters, bought by water types, bought by grass types. I can trace its Solid Rock with Porygon 2, should I please? Offensively, can do some work. Defensively, can do some work. I can expect him to bring it. Kyurem, very big threat. I do have an Azuma roll though, so I don't really know if he's going to bring it, and he has no way to really take it down, especially in Assault Vest set. He very well could bring it, but I do have ways to handle it, and it is the third Zemon. But again, it's a threat, but I'm well against it. So moving on to our team, I don't have it pulled up. MLP 5, finally learned how to use folders. So as I kept building this team, I tried to build it over and over and over and over again. I kept thinking of what I wanted to bring, what defensive core I wanted to bring, who I wanted to bring. Every Mon was on this team. I had every single Mon. You can see the 6 Mons that we're bringing, but I did have Porygon 2 as a physically defensive Mon to take on Rhyperior, as well as Electivire, as well as a physical Zoroark. And Shedinja, which, whatever. I had a Roselia on there to take on Keldeo, to take on some variants of Zoroark, to take on some variants of Electivire, to take on... That's it. I had Alakazam as a Focus Sash Revenge Killer. I had Mantine as a mixed defensive defogger. I had Spiritomb as a way to trap and kill the Mega Alakazam. But these are the 6 that we went with. So no matter what, I did start, every time I tried to rebuild the team, I always started with this Ribombee. The way that I ended up finishing, I realized that there's no real good way to take on his wall core because he does have big wall breakers such as Blaziken and Keldeo and Mega Alakazam, which can just kind of like whittle down my wall core and have moves like HP Electric and Gigavolt Havoc to take out my big bulky Mons. And other than that, his Blaziken matches up very well. I don't think I can easily build a wall core. So we are going a much more offensive route against him. Ribombee, Quiver Dance, Moonblast, Psychic, Hidden Power, Fire. This destroys him. Destroys him. If I can get rid of Nihilego, or if I can weaken it, I weaken Rhyperior, and depending on the Togekiss, that Togekiss is his best shot to stopping Ribombee. Fortress gets bought by HP Fire, Nihilego takes half from +1 Psychic, and Rhyperior takes more than half from +1 Moonblast. I did have Energy Ball to 100% just destroy Rhyperior, but I wanted Psychic instead, because if I'm at +1, he can't switch in anyway. So Expert Belt is very nice because it does give me the boost, or the extra power, because I'm going to be doing super effective damage to almost everything on this team. I do super effective to Blaziken, Kyurem, Nihilego, Shedinja, which doesn't matter, Fortress, Keldeo, and Zoroark. If I can beat down that Togekiss, this thing has a very good chance of sweeping. I actually have notes, so I actually remember all my EV spreads on this entire team. I have enough speed so that I can outspeed Mega Alakazam, max speed, Timid at +1. I wanted the bulk. The other speed tier I was thinking of hitting is enough to outspeed a Scarf Keldeo at +1. But that would give me a lot less bulk. And if I did take the bulk, then I would have to run Timid. And I want Modest and I want bulk. So I just went with to outspeed Alakazam. If he is Scarf Keldeo, fabulous. That's great for me. If he's Scarf Zoroark, he can't do anything to me. And what he does is Sludge Bomb, which I will be at +1 special defense, so it won't do too much. Scarf Nihilego. If he's Scarf Nihilego, he's getting bought by Dictrio. I'm trapping him and I'm killing him. Anyway, I have enough speed to outspeed Mega Alakazam at +1. I love having the bulk because if he is Scarf Keldeo and he's locked into Secret Sword, I get a setup. If he's locked into a Dark type move with Zoroark, I get a setup. It just depends on what he locks himself into. If he's Specs Kyurem with Draco Meteor, I get a setup. If I get a setup, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage with this. I have Shield Dust because Ribombee's 3 abilities, not the best. He doesn't have anything that really can put me to sleep, so I'm not running Sweet Veil. Otherwise, I would. And Shield Dust prevents the secondary effect of another Pokemon's attack from activating, so if he tries to freeze me, then it won't work. So moving on, we have a Scizor with this crazy EV spread. This one EV spread is the reason why I have so many notes on my computer. 100% I had everything down on this Scizor from the very beginning. From the very first time I started building this team, I had this Scizor with Roost, Bullet Punch, Aerial Ace, and this crazy EV spread. And I just had to decide what I wanted as that last move. I almost went Swords Dance and Agility and made it a double dance, which actually kind of destroys him, but then I'd be Iron Head and not Bullet Punch. But I really like having Roost because it helps me take on stuff like Nihilego, it helps me take on stuff like the Kyurem, it helps me take on a hit, one hit from the Alakazam. So the spread. This is a very complicated EV spread. We'll go with max HP to make me as bulky as possible. The 44 speed EVs allow me to outspeed max speed Rhyperior, max speed Shedinja, and max speed Fortress. He's brought it before. He can bring max speed Fortress. But those three, max speed Jolly will not outspeed my Scizor, and I can handle it from there. I can Aerial Ace the Shedinja and just one-shot it if its Focus Sash is gone. Speaking of Shedinja is setup fodder if he does bring it. I don't expect him to, but I was more than happy to invest 8 EVs into defense to make sure that at +6 an Adamant Shedinja cannot Okome with Shadow Claw, which is nice. And also, I don't think Rhyperior does not do more than 75% to my set with a banded stab move. So I can come in on rocks twice and still take one hit and fire back 2 Bullet Punch. If he's a max HP Zam, I 2-shot him with Bullet Punch 100%. He can actually run him. He won't run max HP. I expect him to run a good amount of HP, but not max. If he runs Timid and goes for the bulk more than the power, which I don't expect him to, I expect him to run like 100 or so EVs in HP with a max speed or with enough speed for my Rabombe or my Alakazam, and then mod his max special attack. But if he is max HP, I do too. Or if he's Timid with enough speed for Rabombe and the rest in HP, I 2-shot that with Bullet Punch. Aerial Ace is there for Keldeo. Aerial Ace is there for Shedinja. Aerial Ace is there for the Blaziken. Bullet Punch can just destroy everything else. Electivire does wall this set, which sucks, but I had to trio. So, and I do take an HP Fire from the Mega Alakazam, which is very nice with that Spadef. So I can take one. That's why I want to 2-shot it, or 100% 2-shot it, because if I'm in against it and I'm at full, I can Bullet Punch him, he'll HP Fire, I'll live, I'll Bullet Punch again, and it's dead. So, moving on, we have our Scarf Deck Trio, EQ, Night Slash, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace. Very good. Very good. If I weaken Keldeo, I trap it and kill it with Aerial Ace. Togekiss, fuck off. Zoroark, if I weaken it, and I know he's not Sucker Punch, but he's going to be, but if I, for some reason, he doesn't bring it, I can trap it and kill it with Earthquake. Fortress, I have ways to handle Fortress. I don't need to trap it. And if I can do Earthquake and do like 20. Electivire, I trap it with Earthquake. Shedinja, I trap it and Aerial Ace it, or Rock Slide it, or Night Slash it, or something. I can't trap him because he's a Ghost type. But still, I have 3 moves to hit it with. Mega Alakazam, I can trap it and kill it with Night Slash, and I outspeed it because I'm Choice Scarf, which is very nice. Blaziken, I trap and kill with Earthquake. Nihilego, I trap and kill with Earthquake. Rhyperior, I trap, but I don't do a lot to Earthquake. And Kyurem, I can trap and kill, not kill, but do a lot of damage with Rock Slide. The main things I want to trap is Nihilego. Because if Nihilego is trapped, then Rabombe has a lot better time. If Togekiss isn't there, Rabombe has a really good time. This team is really built around Rabombe or Scizor sweeping. If Keldeo is weakened, or if Keldeo is locked into something that's like Pump or Secret Sword, and it's not going to kill Scizor, Scizor can also win and just Aerial Ace it and kill it, which is really nice. Moving on, we have an Assault Vest as Azumarill, just 8 in speed just because, and then max HP, max attack, very standard. This is a good switch into Kyurem, the regular Kyurem. He 2-shots me with HP Electric if he's modest, or if he's max special attack specs. But if he is HP Electric, then I go out to Deck Trio, and I trap it, and then I kill it with Rock Slide. Or 2-shot it with Rock Slide, and he's locked into HP Electric, so he can't kill me. Moving on. Play Rough does a lot of damage to everything. Waterfall does a very good amount to Fortress. One-shots the Rhyperior. Aqua Jet is very good for picking off the Nihilego, and Knockoff is there so I don't get walled by the Shedinja. Also getting rid of items, which is very nice, and scouting for the Z moves. Almost ran a specially defensive set, but didn't. Because I wanted offense. So at this point, I'm like positive I'm running offense. I'm running a Stealth Rock, Regirock. I have. I actually want to change this. I meant to change this before this, but I want Lumberry in case he leads Keldeo and he scalds me and he brings me down to my sturdy and he burns me. Then I don't die the very immediately die, and I can switch out against it and save Regirock as a sack. I really want to have Regirock as a sack. I can either, if I'm in against the Fortress, if I'm in against the Fortress or Rhyperior, I can blow up, basically. But if I don't think I need the sack, it all depends on what he leads. It depends on what he has. I might save the sack, otherwise I might not just explode and kill something. Stone Edge will bop the Shedinja, and Earthquake is very good coverage. Not a lot to say here. It's here to set up rocks and die. It does outspeed a... Yeah, it does outspeed max speed Shedinja, Fortress, Rhyperior, etc. And then just max attack to maximize the output damage. Now, the big one. The real big one. We have Captain Churn Black Goliath. Choice specs to just rip through his team. He does not have a switch into Churn Black, other than Fortress, which dies to HP Fire, if I predict it. But I don't really need to. If I can take care of Fortress, I just click Specs Ice Beam. I don't care if Blaziken comes in. That's damage. I don't care if Keldeo comes in. That's damage. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember the calc, but I will calc now. Keldeo versus Scizor. Yeah, all I need is a bit of rocks damage, and then if he switches on rocks and 2 ice beams, then Bullet Punch kills him at +2, which is nice. Draco Meteor, if he has no Togekiss, I can basically get a kill with Draco Meteor. If Fortress is, I'm pretty sure Fortress takes like 50 if he's Fizz Def. Everything else does not want to take a Draco and is very nice to have. Spec Draco might be my way to win, but this is my primary wall breaker to beat stuff down and hopefully get a sweep off with the Scizor or the Ribombay. But without further ado, I do think we have kept him waiting long enough. I want to message him, let him know to send the battle. Gonna turn off the roster. Roster disappeared anyway because I'm in Discord now. How long have I been recording? About 18 minutes. Okay. So now we wait for him to send the battle. While I wait, I'm going to go over... I think I'm going to look at something real quick. Okay. Here he is. MLP 5 versus the Masquerains. Real quick, I can... Oh, I forgot to mention, Dextrio is bulky enough so that, Shadow Sneak from Shedinja will not 2-hit KO it. It's one thing I have in my notes. But I fully expect Keldeo, Blaziken, Mega Alakazam, Fortress, Togekiss, and Zoroark. Without further ado, well, no, Nihilego. Yeah, Nihilego, Blaziken, Keldeo, Fortress, Zam, and Togekiss. Let's get into it. We see a lot of different stuff. No Nihilego. Togekiss, unfortunately. So instead of Nihilego, he brings Electivire. There's no Kyurem, which is nice. No Rhyperior, which is nice. No Shedinja, no Zoroark, and then no Nihilego. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So Togekiss is unfortunately a problem. Good luck. It's okay. I can't be frozen with my Rabombe, so. Um, Honestly, I just want to lead off Kieran Black and just get a kill. Well, no. It's Regirock. I did say this is what I would lead with. If he leads Thugs, which he does, it's Thugs. Oh, I wish I had Fire Punch. I'm going to go for my rocks. He's going to go for his Toxic Spikes. That's actually a problem. But I'm going to explode so he cannot actually Rapid Spin. He gets up his rocks. I didn't bring Defog on Scizor. And here's has it stacking me. They say, E-Rob, coach of the Portland Porygons, is not in this season. He is instead going to be an analyst, and he rated my draft as number 1, the only S rank. And then he said, the big weakness is hazards. So, versus Regirock. I didn't import my team. Regirock. Gains. Explosion does... What did he do? 30? So he definitely looks to be physically defensive. No. I guess he's especially defensive. Yeah, he's just max HP. This is actually a problem. I mean, I could SD up on it. Supposedly. His only way, I mean, he does have this. I have to kill this, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill this. I have to go into Kieran Black. I cannot let him Rapid Spin. To HP Fire. I mean, it's super obvious, and he can easily go into Keldeo if he wants. I mean, I can be burnt now, which is really nice. By my, or my Azumarill can be burnt. He actually lives, which is surprising. I mean, I know he has Aqua Berry, but still. So we're able to take down Thugs. We do lose our Kieran Black. Kieran Black kills Thugs with Gyro, Hidden Power Fire. Regirock explodes. And then Kieran Black, or Fortress, kills Kieran Black with Toxic Spikes damage. Toxic Spikes. I want to go into my trio here because I'm pretty sure he's going Blaziken or Electivire. Perfectly fine. Just EQ this and kill it. He Shed Shell. Damn it! Wow. Kind of expected that one. Almost clicked Rock Slide. Thought about Rock Slide, but it's fine. If he goes for Defog here, that's great. Goes for Air Slash, that's fine. What does he switch into a waterfall? Or better yet, what does he switch into a play rough? That's lovely. So now it's in range of thing. Huh. Scissor's probably gonna be my way to win. Not Z-Belladrum. I'd like to keep this for priority. So I'm gonna go into Scizor here. If he roosts, he roosts. Which he will. Like, I want to predict the switch into Electivire. But I also just want to Bullet Punch. In case he tries to Fire Blast me. He's Babiri Berry. That's the second berry already. You get a crit. Which is nice. You can go into this. How much does Air Slash do? You go +1. 53. If I kill this, my way to win becomes Scarfed Trio. He does 50% to me. I don't know why I can just kill Moonblast here, though. Then he goes into Zam and kills me. I think the play is Quiver Dance. Yeah, and I still have... Wow. So we go to Trio here. He should go Keldeo or Zam. That's fine. I can just Night Slash this. This should kill. Which it does. Oh, the crit mattered. We're gonna lose this, actually. It is a high critical rate ratio, that move, though. I think I have to crit Keldeo. As Aqua Jet. That's GG. We're gonna lose 3-0. So that sucks. Toxic spikes really is what killed me. I am definitely gonna have to get another hazard removal, but hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time.